Namaste ji, namaste. Welcome to a session on discussing the DULLB 2020 question paper and how exactly are you going to approach this exam in 2021 and 2022 and so on forth, because this question paper is going to remain valid. The link to the question paper is obviously in the description. Everything is always in the description. Now let us start. Read the passage and answer the following question. It should be questions. And pardon my use of this thing. This is a pretty new thing for me, so I'll also learn along the way. Everyone improves with time. So what I've tried to do is to discern. This is the first word that I would keep in mind and articulate. What is discern? Discern is, to tell you honestly, in its true sense, what discern is that you have sensed something beyond, or rather without using your vision. So I've discerned someone, let us say, coming through the Delhi fog. I could just discern someone coming from, or you can say it, distinguish is passage ke purpose ke liye. And articulate is to, well, whenever your speech is well articulated, that means you're speaking clearly and the other person is easily understanding it. So what I've tried to do is to discern and articulate. That means the author is saying कि अब हम जो काम करने वाले हैं उन्होंने attempt अपना ठीक से कर दिया है. The natural laws of a particular kind of human undertaking. So if I were you in the exam, I would actually just underline that the first thing is natural laws, right? And if I go to the question also, the passage is an explanation of, so 3 number तो हम यहाँ पे शुरू हो गए. 3 number is basically in our, you can say it's in our sights now, all right, or target of a particular kind of human undertaking, which I've described as the enterprising of subjecting human conduct to the governance of rules. Okay, ठीक है जी. These natural laws have nothing to do with any brooding omnipresence in the skies. What does this mean? It's hinting at God, basically. Or as in law, we say divine law, but for the purposes of LLB entrance, we need not really, when I want to venture into divine laws and etc. But this is a passage on natural law, at least in its one aspect it is. Nor have they slightest affinity with any such proposition as that the practice of a contraception is a violation of God's law, right? चलो जी, भगवान जी तो पक्का आ गए. और भगवान जी ये थोड़े JNU टाइप का पैसेज है, wherein he's saying, I really don't care about your God's law. Whatever I'm trying to articulate now, the natural laws of a particular kind of a human undertaking, this is pretty much, this has nothing to do with God's law. They remain entirely terrestrial in origin and application. Now, what does terrestrial really mean? Terrestrial actually means related to Earth. अब ये हमारे सॉफ्टवेयर भैया अपने आप ही चालू हो जाते हैं. Related to Earth. Okay. So if this passage were to appear actually in the CLAT, this is like a pretty good passage to appear there as well. These are the kinds of questions that they can ask you. They can actually pinpoint to these words and then they can ask you such meanings, all right? They are not higher laws. So again, भगवान तो हमारे साइड होते ही चले गए. एक बात तो इस थीम आ गई इस पैसेज की, थीम मेरे मुंह से निकला अभी, कि गॉड से हमारा कोई लेना देना नहीं है, जो भी हम इसमें बातचीत कर रहे हैं. If any metaphor or elevation is appropriate, they should be called lower laws, right? तो ये स्वर्ग से इन्होंने disconnect कर दिया है. So we are again back to lower laws, is again back to earth. They are like the natural laws of carpentry, or at least those laws respected by a carpenter. So basically, very earthly things, not going into divine law. Though these natural laws touch one of the most vital of human activities, they obviously do not exhaust the whole of man's moral life. अच्छी बात है. So now it's basically we have entered into the waters of morality as well, alongside natural laws, right? They have nothing to say on topics of polygamy. Now morality के साथ इन्होंने जी connect कर दिया polygamy, the study of Marx, the worship. So वो कह रहे हैं जी आप अपने moral ethical debate रखिए साइड में और भगवान को भी रखिए एक साइड में. They are very lower laws, such as carpenter का क्या काम है? Carpenter doesn't dwell upon the fact Marx की socialism policy है या कौन किसके साथ सो रहा है in polygamy, right? Just follows its own law, right? That's what this passage pretty much is going towards, I would say. If the question be raised whether any of these subjects or others like them should be taken as objects of legislation, that question relates to what I've called the external morality of law. चलिए जी, पहला पॉइंट तो एक बात हो गई, हम नेचुरल लॉज के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, राइट, वी टॉकिंग अबाउट नेचुरल लॉज. सेकंड हम बात कर रहे हैं मोरालिटी की. अब सिंस इस पे 4-5 क्वेश्चंस हैं, राइट, आगे फॉलो तो करेंगे, तो वी नीड टू रीड द पैसेज इन इट्स एंटायरिटी. As a convenient, though not wholly satisfactory, some beautiful sort of critical reasoning questions I can create out of this passage only, but I don't think that they've asked that. Way of describing the distinction being taken, we may speak of a procedural. What does procedural mean as distinguished from a substantive natural law? तो अगर आप procedural, वैसे अगर रियल लाइफ में अगर आपको थोड़ा बहुत इन चीज़ों का ज्ञान हो, so procedural is आपका CRPC जिसके अंदर सारा प्रोसीजर दे रखा है. दिस इज जस्ट वन एग्जाम्पल, राइट. तो प्रोसीजर आपका दे रखा है, दैट इज डिफाइन कर रखा है कि बेल कैसे मिलेगी, FIR कैसे दर्ज होगी, कौन सा स्टेशन हाउस ऑफिसर आएगा, फलाना ढमका. एंड व्हाट इज अ सब्सटैंटिव? सब्सटैंटिव इज बेसिकली, यू नो, इट्स डिफाइनिंग what a murder is, what a rape is, what kidnapping is. So that's an IPC, all right. So substantive and procedural. What I've called the internal moral, again ये morality पे पहुंच गया है आदमी. तो एक बात तो तय हो गई, the passage explanation of natural law भी आ गया और legal morality भी आ गया, and the correct answer is 1 and 3 only. So a lot of students objected to it. I really don't know why, but you know, it's clear as night and day that it's about legal morality and natural law, because the author is telling you, we're talking about A, firstly natural laws ने समझा दिया कि भैया मेरा कोई morality आपका जो है गॉड से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, these are very earthly laws. Secondly इन्होंने ये बता दिया कि how is it connected to morality. So the passage and explanation of legal morality, natural law, the 1 and 3 only is, I believe, in my limited understanding of English and these verbal passages, verbal as in these critical reasoning passages, you can say this is basically a passage from jurisprudence, but my verbal ability, that's what I meant to say. And you know, this is quite an irony that I couldn't really frame a proper sentence when I'm talking about my verbal ability. But any which way, internal morality of law is the sense of procedural version of natural law. Though to avoid misunderstanding, the word procedural should be assigned a special and expanded sense so that it would include, for example, a substantive accord between official action and enacted law. This is basically, I would say, this is a tough passage. The last one, up till now तो सब ठीक चल रहा था, up till now ठीक चल रहा था. अब एग्जाम में आपने क्या करना है, when you encounter such a thing, if the questions don't relate to the explanation of this third, you know, sub passage, you want to ignore it, but you can still manage to crack these questions. 1 and 3 ये तो हो गए ना हमारे, +4 तो आ गए, ठीक है जी. और ये लाल धब्बा पता नहीं क्यों आ गया है, लेट अस ट्राई टू इरेज इट. ठीक है जी, लाल धब्बा जी को भी हमने मना कर दिया. अच्छा. The term procedural is, however, broadly appropriate as indicated that we are concerned not with the substantive legal rules, but with the ways in which a system of rules for governing human conduct must be constructed and administered to be efficacious, good word, and at the same time remain what it purports to be. अच्छा, अगर आपने इस टाइम अपनी vocab बढ़ानी हो और अगर आप 2021 की तैयारी कर रहे हैं, write down discern, write down articulate, write down terrestrial, write down हमारा efficacious, note down करिए. I believe this will increase your vocab, and this is pretty much how you think about a passage. Now see, when if in an exam, let us say that I'm facing difficulty in trying to understand or comprehend what this guy just said, I will just hold my horses and see whether even a question is being asked on this, right? So pehla question is solved. Now we go to the next question. Okay, let's now go to question number 2. The procedural version of natural law relates to. Now, you know, stuff such as this, always remember in a competitive exam, stuff such as this is almost always directly given somewhere in the passage, because the sentence, the question is too short and the options are also quite easy. So if I see this, what I've called the internal morality of law is in the sense a procedural version of natural law. अच्छी बात है जी. The procedural version of natural law relates to internal morality. ठीक है जी, +4 मुबारक हो. This is quite quite an easy question for people who say कि जी 2020 में जी English, like if you're getting this wrong, buddy, mind you pretty much need to work on some bit of English, because if you think you are going to clear or be successful आगे in any other competitive exam, A, B, any other judiciary का exam, C, any other higher level stuff such as this, चलिए पहले में तो मैंने मान लिया कि थोड़ी सी गड़बड़ है. This is like a direct question. Everyone should get a +4 on this. ठीक है जी. Now we come to the question here, and we need to change this because I'm new to this, so I'm also figuring it out by going along the way as to what exactly is going here. ठीक है जी. अच्छा जी, भैया गुस्सा हो जाते हैं. Okay. Natural laws according to this passage are, चलिए जी, अभी तक जो हमने जो काम किया है, the ones having brooding omnipresence in the skies, ये तो ऊपर पैसेज बिना पढ़े ही we can figure out कि भैया ये तो ऑप्शन नहीं हो सकता, सवाल ही नहीं उठता. As we discussed कि जी गॉड वॉर्ड तो नहीं आ रहे यहाँ पे, right? Terrestrial in origin and application, great, absolutely. As we discussed in the opening first 5 minutes of this video, this is like a direct conclusion. हायर लॉ से तो बात इन्होंने पहले ही भगवान को कहा कि तुम चलो अपने रास्ते, बाद में मिलेंगे, राइट? एंड लोअर लॉ से भी कनेक्शन है. क्या आ रहा है जी ऑप्शन 2 and 4 both? We have a +4 as well. Not that I don't believe that both of these two questions are difficult. In fact, ये जो तीसरा जो है हटा दीजिए, उसको पैसेज ही हटा दीजिए कि नहीं पल्ले पड़ा भाई साहब, आप क्या भूल गए, प्रोसीजरल सब्सटैंटिव. इन दो पे तो +4 आने चाहिए, करेक्ट? चलिए. Okay, so now we go to question number 4, which relates to the tough passage. And whenever anyone is teaching you, always remember, see, एक तो पहली बात मेरे सामने correct answer already है, so it's very easy for me to self-justify and back-justify this to you. Also, there is no clock on my head. There is no exam pressure. There is no, me wanting to clear the exam really badly, and that really sometimes messes up our head during the exam, right? So anytime that anyone tells you, अरे ये तो बड़ा आसान है, ये तो होना ही चाहिए, and looks down upon you, well, you tell them, buddy, this is completely different. All right? Discussing a question paper that has been released with the correct answer key without a clock on your head is slightly difficult, or rather is very easy actually. Now question number 4 comes to the term procedural means and includes. So this is basically आपका third paragraph आ गया कि नहीं आ गया? Third sub para आ गया. ठीक है जी. The one that I warned you about. Now this sort of a question really tests your reading ability, and if it is not up to the mark, I would suggest that you dodge such questions because you have to leave out some questions as well, right? Now the term procedural means and includes any time in a reading comprehension such a thing is there that that includes है, includes वाला काम आ गया, means and की बात होगी. This is a trick from the CAT exam. Okay? अच्छा जी, and में अब कैसे आएंगे, अभी इस पे आ रहे हैं. The word procedural should be assigned a special and expanded sense. So it would include, वाह, right? So it means and includes. अभी आते हैं. A substantive accord between official action and enacted law. वाह, ये लो जी, एक तो हो ही गया, एक तो आ गया ना, एक ऑप्शन तो हमारे हाथ में आ गया. अच्छा जी, फिर हमारे the term procedural is, however, broadly appropriate as indicating that we are concerned not with the substantive aims of legal rules, but with the ways in which a system of rules for governing human conduct must be constructed and administered. Administration of a system of rules for governing human conduct आ गया, जिसको आप यहाँ पे connect कर लीजिए. And then construction of a system of rules for governing human conduct आ गया, इसको आप यहाँ से कनेक्ट कर लीजिए. और ये जो एंड का जो अभी मैंने FM रेडियो चलाया था अपना, दिस इज व्हाट दैट रियली मीन्स. कहीं पे एक्सटर्नल मोरालिटी आई यहाँ पर, लेकिन एक्सटर्नल मोरालिटी कहीं ऊपर तो थी बट यहाँ नहीं थी, तो ज़्यादातर जनता यहाँ पे मरी होगी, जो कि -1 आपको दे गई होगी, एंड 1 2 and 3 is +4. Got it? So this is how you pretty much you always tackle the verbal section slowly and try to read, because sometimes in our hubbard because English को ज़्यादातर जनता कोई कुछ समझती नहीं है. अरे इंग्लिश ही तो है, इंग्लिश अच्छी खासी लेवल पे है एटलीस्ट, यू नो दिस वाली। अच्छा जी, अब 5th क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं। लेट मी जस्ट सी इफ इट्स विजिबल ऑन दिस स्क्रीन और नॉट। नहीं, यहाँ नहीं है। Okay, the enterprise of subjecting human conduct to the governance of rules relates to. Actually, मुझे बीच बीच में वीडियो काटना पड़ रहा है because you know this gets stuck, so I'm just learning it. So let's go to the previous passage or previous page to see this. What I've tried to do is to discern and articulate the natural laws of a particular kind of human undertaking, which I've described as the enterprising of subjecting human conduct to the governance of rules. तो ठीक है, natural laws के साथ connect कर दिया ना भैया ने, तो हम भी वही करेंगे, हम भी वही करेंगे जी। क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 पे आ जाते हैं। सी दिस इज हाउ यू नो हैव टू बार बार उसको खींच के लाना पड़ता है। एंड लेट्स गो टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 5। आ जा मेरे भाई, आ गया। सो नेचुरल वन ओनली, आई बिलीव दैट क्वेश्चन आगे ले आते हैं उस पर। द एंटरप्राइजिंग सब्जेक्टिंग ह्यूमन कंडक्ट टू द गवर्नेंस ऑफ रूल्स रिलेट्स टू व्हाट डिड वी जस्ट रीड? नेचुरल लॉज। सिंपल तो है। अच्छा, पेन सेलेक्ट करना पड़े, मुबारक हो, अच्छी बात है। ठीक है जी। सो दिस इज बेसिकली another +4। आई बिलीव दिस वाज द इजीएस्ट क्वेश्चन आउट ऑफ द पैसेज। ठीक है जी। और अगर हम ये 10 मिनट में मान लेते हैं एक क्वेश्चन ना निकले, 5 में से 4 × 4 हमने 16 तो निकाल ही लिए। हमारा टारगेट क्या है? हमारा टारगेट है 230 प्लस पे, और एक हमने सेफ्टी इशू के लिए छोड़ दिया कि नहीं समझ में आ रहा फॉर एग्जाम, क्योंकि अभी आसान है, एग्जाम में उतना आसान रहता नहीं। अच्छा, according to the World Bank, ease of doing business, this is pretty much a standard, you know, this is the most obvious question that they can ask. So if you have prepared well, you have to know this. This is, you know, this was done in current affairs endless amount of times, and any time that you're taking the DULLB, you will never ever leave the United Nations related organizations such as the FAO, such as the IMF, such as the World Bank, such as the 6 organs of the United Nations, such as ICJ, and another court which is not related to the United Nations, that is another Rome Statute वाले भैया। अभी शायद इसमें सवाल इस साल पूछा भी था, if I remember it correctly, but let's get to that. The difference between total revenue and total expenditure of a government is called a fiscal deficit। मतलब अगर इकोनॉमिक्स आती है तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज यू लीव सच क्वेश्चन, जो नहीं आते यू लीव देम। ठीक है जी। +4 हमारे यहाँ पे चल गए। द Sveriges Riksbank प्राइज इन इकोनॉमिक्स साइंसेस, राइट, दिस इज बेसिकली पूछ रहा है नोबेल प्राइज इन इकोनॉमिक्स। अब नोबेल के बिना तो आप नहीं जा सकते ना, DULLB भी कभी बैठिएगा भी मत। यूनाइटेड नेशंस और नोबेल वोबल जो इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस की तैयारी करे बिना DULLB में बैठना ही व्यर्थ है। ठीक है जी। तो दिस इज माइकल क्रेमर। और ये क्वेश्चन आया क्यों है? कहीं एक शख्स का नाम अभी कभी आपने सुना होगा, अभिजीत बैनर्जी, राइट, the latest Indian to win a Nobel Prize in economics, right? So they are not asking the exact very सीधा question. So his wife and him and this guy had won this, so they have given you the option. तो ये तो correct रहेगा ही। So this is, you know, this is a smarter sort of a question, you can say, all right? So, and if you are smart enough, this is another +4 for you. As per the laws of the monetary policy framework in India, so the MPC, actually एक MPC committee भी चलती है, and this is always RBI, और उसके ex officio chairman is also the governor साहब। And anytime this word, the monetary, comes, you are looking at the RBI. This could, let us say that you didn't know this could have been a very intelligent guess as well. ऐसी कोई दिक्कत की बात मुझे इसके अंदर दिखाई नहीं देती है। अच्छा जी, द हेड ऑफिस ऑफ सेबी इज लोकेटेड एट, आई बिलीव इट इज लोकेटेड एट मुंबई। सो इट डिफाइंस, यू नो, कि अरे तो दिल्ली में होना चाहिए था। काफ़ी लोग तुक्का, जो स्मार्ट तुक्का भी मार के आएंगे कि अगर दिल्ली में ही होगा भाई, सेबी है, बट एक्चुअली ऑल ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल स्टफ इज रन आउट ऑफ मुंबई। दैट इज नोन एज द फाइनेंशियल कैपिटल ऑफ इंडिया। ऑलराइट, होपफुली द पेज चेंजेस होता है, गॉट चेंज्ड। ठीक है जी। अच्छा, let me just move it here. So the correct option is Mumbai, I believe कि ज़्यादा कोई दिक्कत की बात इसके अंदर है नहीं। Then अच्छा, थोड़ा सा इसको नीचे ही कर लेते हैं। so that आपको ढंग से दिख जाए. Who among the following was not a recipient of a Nobel Prize? So this is what I call, this is a negative sort of a question. Negative question. And I don't know why this guy just इसकी I think pressure based होगा कुछ काम. अच्छा जी. So मेरी क्यूरी, this is static GK. मिला ही है नोबेल प्राइज. मदर टेरेसा वेरी पॉपुलर नोबेल प्राइज. और हमारे बैनर्जी साहब भी आ गए. रह कौन गए? महात्मा गांधी. एक और जो सिमिलर क्वेश्चन ये था कि हु वाज नॉट अ मेंबर. अच्छा ये बाय द वे नेगेटिव, एक सेकंड उस क्वेश्चन पे आने से पहले, भैया नेगेटिव क्वेश्चन क्यों है भैया? नेगेटिव क्वेश्चन इसलिए है, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल अ कॉपीराइट इज अ नेगेटिव राइट, सो इट एक्सक्लूड्स एवरीवन एल्स. सो आपको नॉट में पूछ रहा है, ये नहीं पूछ रहा कि इसका जवाब दो, इस प्रश्न का जवाब दो. तो ये पूछ रहा है कि जी ये कंडीशन है, अब ये बताओ कि इसको कौन मैच नहीं कर रहा. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी बेसिकली कॉल अ नेगेटिव राइट, एंड दीज आर लाइक इन ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ फैशन in the exams these days, especially the UPSC as well. So this is the obvious choices, Mahatma Gandhi, and if your static GK is up to par, you would have marked this. And not a member of the Constituent Assembly. Ignore my very pathetic handwriting, which has gotten more worse on this board because I'm just getting used to it. अच्छा जी, which of the following represents the correct order of organizing tennis grand slams in an year? And I won't, become the great one by knowing this as well. I really don't know. I don't have a clue on this. So if I were you in the exam, I would have left it as blank. But since अब इन्होंने पूछ लिया है तो बाकी एग्जाम के लिए हमेशा याद रख लीजिएगा. All I know is कि ऑस्ट्रेलियन ओपन सबसे पहले होता है. And to tell you honestly, if I were also in the exam with you, I would have maybe marked Australian Open, Wimbledon, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि Wimbledon पहले आता होगा, but apparently not, right? तो गलती सबसे होती है. So I generally, want to stay away from such questions. Okay. Who among the following was not in the list of Bharat Ratna awardees in 2019? This is again a current affair ka question. The classification of this question paper we have already done in our preparation wala video. All right, so what's that? If you want to see the number of questions and in which category etc is there, so they say Deen Dayal Upadhyay. So Pranab Mukherjee, yeah, this was like a very very important question from the 2019 wala, I would say, the list. So Pranab Mukherjee, अब इस साल Pranab Mukherjee साहब गुजर गए. He's the former president also, right? So this again is a relevant current affair. आज I'm warning you for 2021 exams because the examiner may just ask you, जी प्रणब मुखर्जी ने कौन सा अवार्ड जीता था जी 2019 में, right? और मुझे बहुत अच्छी तरह से याद है, whenever we were doing these awards, we used the trigger PNB, Punjab National Bank, for this. So प्रणब मुखर्जी, भूपेन हजारिका, नानाजी देशमुख, right? नानाजी देशमुख पे आई थिंक थोड़ी बहुत लड़ाई भी हुई थी कि इनको कैसे आपने दे दिया था भारत रत्न, बट खैर अब मुझे एग्जैक्टली याद नहीं है इस टाइम पे कि क्या हुआ था. Who won the दादा साहेब फाल्के अवार्ड इन 2019? द आंसर इज अमिताभ बच्चन. एक्चुअली काफ़ी लोग इस पे ऑब्जेक्ट कर रहे थे कि जी ये तो 2018 का था, फिर इनको 2019 में मिला. हाउ हैव यू लेबल्ड दिस एट 2019? सिंस दिस ईयर नो फाइनल आंसर की एंड no final answer की, no final question paper was released, so we really cannot say कि यहाँ पे क्या हुआ था. अच्छा जी, who among the following are the recipients of Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award 2019? So that makes it crucial कि आप 2020 में भी राजीव गांधी खेल रत्न अवार्ड्स को एक बारी जरा देख लीजिएगा. और इसको ऊपर लेकर आते हैं. अच्छा, ऊपर लेकर आते हैं तो वो अपनी लेयर वहीं की वहीं रख लेता है. दीपा मलिक एंड बजरंग पुनिया इज द करेक्ट आंसर. अब मुझे इस टाइम पे करंट अफेयर याद नहीं है ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि मैं आई रिमूव देम ऑल फ्रॉम माई मेमोरी, but I do remember that we had covered this in a current affairs wala module from our online course. ठीक है जी, link to that as well is in the description if you want to check that out. Now, who among the following was the recipient of the Raman Likha? I think it should be Raman or whatever. Magsaysay Award. Basically, this was the trigger that I had provided even publicly on YouTube as well. Was Kaun Jaat Ho? So this was Ravish Kumar. This is like a very very popular current affair का क्वेश्चन, और वो अपने आप ही ऊपर चले गए. वाह, चलो अच्छी बात है, ऊपर चले गए तो ठीक है, अच्छी बात. अच्छा जी, then which country won the FIFA World Cup final 2018? This is a silly question to ask in 2020, but ठीक है, ये सॉकर के पीछे पड़े ही रहता है. 2019 में भी एक करंट अफेयर्स के रिलेटेड वहाँ पे सवाल था. And crossing our fingers, so that page changes. Okay. Now, हो जाओ भैया. Let's get this here. Where was ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2020 organized? In Australia, yeah. Matlab, these are like standard, very standard current affairs questions which don't even require much preparation. You just need to keep your eyes and ears open. Who among the following have won the Best Actress and Best Actor award? So this basically, see, now how do we, now this is basically where I would want to eliminate options, all right? So आई डोंट नो कीर्ति सुरेश ने जीता नहीं जीता था. मुझे सिर्फ इतना पता है कि आयुष्मान खुराना एंड विकी कौशल हैड वन इट बिकॉज आई क्लियरली रिमेंबर टीचिंग दिस एज वेल. तो जी आयुष्मान खुराना, अक्षय कुमार को तो नहीं मिला था, विकी कौशल को मिला था और आयुष्मान खुराना को मिला था. एंड दिस इज प्रीटी मच द ओनली ऑप्शन. सो आई वुड पिक अप अ +4 यहाँ पे आसान वाला. यहाँ पे भी हमारे +4 हो गया. अब तो मैंने गिनने ही छोड़ दिए. राइट. विच आर द फॉलोइंग सिटी वॉज ग्रांटेड? दिस इज अगेन, this is a very standard current affair question. This is not tough at all to tackle. All right. So you need not watch 3-hour videos on Virat Kohli and India getting out at 36 runs in Australia. That is really not needed for the preparation of this exam. Stuff such as this is needed. Anything government, this is pretty much, you're looking at abhi UPSC का infant. Current affairs wise, मैं कह रहा हूँ. राइट. क्योंकि अगर यूपीएससी में होता तो ये चीज़ के साथ एक और पैसेज एक और बता देते और वही 1 and 2 ओनली 2 and 3 ऐसे पूछ लेते. ये तो आपसे बड़ा ही आसान सवाल पूछ रहा है. Who won the Ranji Trophy 2019, 2020? I really don't know. Even though the correct answer is there, I won't pretend that I knew this. I would have left it alone. Right. तो ये this was also covered in the current affairs module, but I really don't remember क्योंकि ऐसी है सच मैंने कोई ध्यान दिया नहीं हुआ. व्योम मित्र, this was in our जनवरी का current affairs का वीडियो of 2020. वे बैक इन द प्लेलिस्ट कीजिए. क्या नाम है? दिस इज इसरो का जो ह्यूमन वाला जो रोबोट है वो यहाँ पे जाएगा. ठीक है जी. और दिस इज अबाउट इट आई बिलीव. ये भैया यहाँ से हटा देते हैं हम. अच्छा. विच आर द फॉलोइंग रिपोर्ट्स इज आर रिलीज्ड अगेन? सी वर्ल्ड बैंक. राइट. The economic freedom index certainly is not the world's women. I really don't know. This may be the answer. Let us see. A only. But I would have left this one. I would have left this one alone as well because कभी कभार दिक्कत आ जाती है ऐसे सवालों में. These are like sort of confusing questions. So you can leave this one. But अब ये इन्होंने इस साल पूछ लिया तो कृपया करके ज़रा वर्ल्ड बैंक की लिस्टों की रिपोर्ट्स की लिस्ट ज़रा निकाल लीजिएगा अपनी convenience के लिए. My target with this video is to cover out 20 questions so that in 5 videos we have covered out our entire question paper of 100 questions each. आ जाओ भैया नीचे. Okay, again वो थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो गया था, so I'm just editing the video. Alright, so question number 19. Consider the following statements regarding the Bharat interface for money and answer इन्होंने गलत लिखा हुआ है. The following question. It is a payment interface developed by RBI. I doubt that, man. I really doubt that because I believe that it's being developed by NPCI because NPCI बनी ही इसी के लिए है. होमवर्क फॉर यू, NPCI के बारे में ज़रा पढ़ लीजिएगा. राइट. और इनफैक्ट एक स्टैटिक जीके का वीडियो आई थिंक DULB वाली प्लेलिस्ट में ऑलरेडी पड़ा हुआ है. विच टॉक्स अबाउट डिजिटल वॉलेट्स, टॉक्स अबाउट NPCI, टॉक्स अबाउट अ लॉट ऑफ स्टफ. सो दिस वाज given as a demo from our online course. You can watch that. It is available on YouTube. Just look it up. I believe it should be in the DULB playlist and should be in the current affairs playlist as well. So that is static GK की आपने तैयारी करनी है. It allows for the linking of multiple bank accounts. This is correct. This is absolutely correct. And the option of applying in the initial public offer, this I am unsure of. But because see, even I am discussing this question paper for the very first time. मेरे सामने correct answers तो ज़रूर है. But this is pretty much, I never really have analyzed the question paper up till now. Now, I am confused in applying an initial public offer, but ये तो मुझे पक्का पता है कि ये तो बिल्कुल नहीं है. So, which of the statements given above are correct? 1 तो जी बिल्कुल नहीं है, हटा देते हैं. Neither 1 nor 2 भी नहीं होगा. Multiple bank account links. So, if I were to make a very calculated guess, I would go in for 2 only. Okay, phone बज गया था, I think. Which among the following releases the Human Capital Index? This is again World Bank. Homework for you. वर्ल्ड बैंक की कौन कौन सी रिपोर्ट आती है, एंड आज बता रहा हूँ दिसंबर 2020 में वर्ल्ड बैंक की डूइंग बिजनेस रिपोर्ट जो कि एरर्स और डेटा अपडेट के साथ आ गई है. दिस इज अ सिग्निफिकेंट करंट अफेयर. पूछने के बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा चांसेस हैं, तो कृपया करके, और मुझे नहीं पता कि वो भी ऊपर क्यों कूद गया ये अपने आप, आई रियली डोंट नो हाउ, बट खैर एनीवे, इसको करने का शौक है तो कर ले. तो this is ये DB 2020. Please, note it down somewhere. And hopefully, I really don't know whether the camera is capturing this correctly, but hopefully it is. Otherwise, सारी मेहनत पे बेड़ा गर्क. Let us pick up questions from 21 in the next one in the coming weeks. In the coming 4 weeks, let us do 1 week per video on this, and then let us cover out the entire question paper. Let us discuss and keep on noting down the tips in which the way that you want to approach the examination. I believe it will be of significant help to you. All right, explore the DULB playlist. If you're preparing on your own, I believe that you will do significantly well to do that playlist and cover it out in its entirety. It contains about 85 videos as of now. I think by the time that we hit the 2020 examination, there should be around 95 to 100 odd videos given our pace and our schedule of releasing videos. एंड आई बिलीव, एंड उसके साथ साथ करंट अफेयर्स वाली प्लेलिस्ट ज़रा कपल आउट कर लीजिएगा. और अगर आपको हेल्प चाहिए इन अ वेरी वेरी structured in a very faster manner, then you consider joining the online course. I believe that it's very fair value for money what we provide, and it's very very curated and it gets updated very very frequently. It's not something कि कुछ पुराना पुराना कुछ भी नहीं है उसके अंदर, gets updated very very frequently. ठीक है जी. And yeah, that's about it. Which among the following stands for USB in relation to laptops and computers? ठीक है, देखते हैं अगले वाले में देखते हैं. ठीक है जी, टेक केयर, बाय.